Hello, Sunshine. What's up, babes? It's your favorite Nacho Bay, and we are doing a segment. It's called Run That Shit Back, the panel. And with me, I have Vigilante, my girl Dondria, and Keith. So, y'all, hey, just pay attention, learn something. Okay, let's get to it.
I'm fresh, I'm hood, I look good, I look like bae. I look like bae. I look like bae. I look like bae.
Alright, oh shit, I gotta hold on. Every time I gotta brace myself. Listen, I have to brace myself because it's like, alright, we going lower and it swings.
Yeah.
Just gotta, okay, alright.
I think
Okay.
that's a good look for you when you do your podcast.
It is.
I think that you should get one of those
A
in the
swing,
corner of the
that's
thing
cute
like
with the
that.
little table.
Where the hell I'm gonna get that from?
No, they sell that at the store.
Yeah, they saw that. I got
sell
that
it
right
in the
from
store. Yeah.
Where did I get that from? Wayfair, I think.
They sell
Oh,
those at
really?
the store.
Yeah.
This is really nice though.
Yeah, they sell those at the store.
Wayfair, girl.
I'm just come here from now.
Yeah, you can just come here.
I'm just kind of because I honestly I really like the setup. The drive really ain't that bad.
Okay, well come on
Yeah.
over.
It used to be carpet, yeah.
I'm always ready.
Get that
Listen.
seat, and then you put a little air purifier right next to it, and then a humidifier. That's how you know I've been with so many women. I know this stuff. They know you do this
He
stuff.
said
Put a little lava lamp right next to it. You'll be in your
I actually like those. I like the fountains. Like
Oh,
the water
yeah, I
the
like
forever,
those.
the forever water fountain.
You
Burn
talking about the
you burn
fountains with
sage.
the glass in the background?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah, so you can hear it. Yeah,
Yo,
like
that shit get irritating as hell when I'm in the studio.
I.
They be like, what the fuck is that
Oh,
song?
you got one of the loud ones?
Oh, my
I got my headphones on. I'm like, yo, nah.
Uh-huh.
Shit off.
You gotta get one of the silent ones. The ones that don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
they splash on the rocks, so I'm like,
quiet, but it's
yeah.
so quiet.
That's what it is.
It is like when you at a spa.
Yeah, exactly.
I sleep with
exactly.
Zen music every night. So
Oh no,
How the hell do you
same.
sleep
I do
with
too.
everything on?
that's
I
the
do
only way I
I
can
don't
do
sleep with
it.
music on, but everything be on.
Nah, I
Give
be
me that
playing my,
Zen music.
I be playing my
TV
hurts. I do
Yeah,
my
that hurts.
Do
Yeah.
y'all know people that can't sleep unless they got the TV on?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
Until that
it
electric
depends.
bill came.
No,
they stopped
exactly.
doing that.
Exactly.
But yeah, I remember that.
But since Key is here, I wanna run it back real quick. So since we got time.
Run it back.
So a few podcast episodes ago, I had made a statement that kind of caused a little bit of a ruffling of the feathers for some people. Oh shit, my eye crying. Stop. No, stop it. Okay, so basically, I said, in order for a woman to be submissive, that man has to be worth being submissive for. And that comment alone caused a lot of little controversy, but it came from a lot of men. Like, women were all for it because, like, we know, but yeah. So, Vigilante reached out and was like, yeah, we need to talk. So, here we are. So, it's that time to run that shit back.
Run it back. Now we want your opinion because
Yes.
we got ours.
Right.
What you think?
Say the question to me one more time so it can register in my subconscious.
Okay, so in order for a woman to submit, a man has to be worth being submit. Wait, what the fuck?
Be worthy. To
Be
submit
worthy
to.
to be submit to. Yeah.
Submission should only be between two people that are willing to spend a lifetime with one another. Or if you want to submit to somebody, that has to be somebody that, it doesn't be marriage, but it has to be somebody who you say, I want to spend a lifetime getting to know that person. Because submission, first of all, implies servitude. And if you are willing to, like for example, if you my wifey, you know what I'm saying, I expect for you to serve me as much as I'm going to serve you, but it also depends on what roles that we play in this relationship so that we can both serve each other, because I can't serve you the way that you serve me. There's certain things that you are a goddess in, and there's certain things that I am a god in our relationship. And when we come together, we make a dynasty, you know what I'm saying? Because we have to be able to say with one another, I'm willing to give you a part of me that nobody else is worth. And if that's the case, then there has to be something about that person that says, you know what, they are worthy. If a man says, "Oh, I'm curious to understand why these brothers got an issue with that," you know, because what you just said speaks wonders. Because it sounds like we're dealing with a lot of immature dudes that have not been able to mature into men. They're still boys. They are probably in their late 20s and they mid 30s. Because you know, guys that's in their early 20s, they ain't worried about this conversation. They just waiting for freak me. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, ain't no young dude worried about a woman submitting to him unless he is that immature to where he says, you know, I want this bitch or this hoe to, you know, suck me up, fuck me up. You know what I'm saying?
Still in that stage.
You know, but you know, as we grow older as men, we really want somebody to say, you know, hey, nah, my dad. Leave my dad out of this. My dad yo, my dad, he's born one day after me. Yo, this brother's telling me now, he's like 60. He's like, yo, I met this Nigerian chick. I'm like, no.
What's wrong with her being Nigerian?
Ain't nothing wrong with Nigeria. Ain't nothing wrong with the Igbo.
He just mean
Ain't
the
nothing
new
wrong
chick.
with the Yoruba, the Hausa. Ain't nothing wrong with the Niger Delta people. Ain't nothing wrong with none of Nigeria. The problem that I'm having with my dad is that if you find somebody just because they love God, you need to be careful, okay? Because there has to be something else. I did say that there has to be a spiritual point of view that has to all melted together, because that factor right there keeps people together.
Yeah.
That keeps women saying, you know what, my man might be old, might be fat, might not work out, might not have all of the things that I love, but that's my nigga.
That's a lot of things to overlook.
It is.
God.
But some people do that though. Some people like really overlook a lot of the normal shit that people look for in people. Like, for example, I used to have a type. Like, I used to be so fixated on a certain physical type of person. And then, okay, so back then, you know, it had to be like, I mean, certain stuff still, I still
Spit it out.
yeah. Okay, so obviously taller than me. You know, it was I had this lock fetish. You know, and then of course had to have big lips. Could lift me up, like have you know, shit like that. Like, you know, but I was so more focused on the physical. I looked beyond the mental part of him. So like back then I wasn't a Sabio. You feel me? So like as I got older, it's like, okay, like all that physical attribute shit, like first off that wears off. You feel me? But the mental never does. Like the mental gets better. So like if I can be with somebody who's gonna teach me, show me, guide me, lead me, okay, cool. We got something. We could have something going versus me just being attracted to a person just because they look good.
Yeah.
But that's not out of the norm. Women operate off of aesthetics and imaginary depiction when they're younger. That's what older women know about younger women. I wish that they would tell them that when they're younger, because they know what they're going through. It's like you knew what that little girl was going through when she was talking to you, even though you ain't give her no cane.
I wasn't giving her nothing. I was trying to get the nigga tip.
So what?
Right, what I'm giving her game for? She ain't my daughter.
But
I told her, what I said to her was,
say?
why are you messing with, I said the same thing I said to him. I was just like, why are you messing with this man? Why are you not focused on your school and doing all that? Why are you up in here doing everything that he's telling you to do? Like, I don't get it. That's when I said, I don't know about all that. No, I ain't say all that.
You gotta get to the nitty gritty. If it ain't
I don't know if she was getting paid. I ain't get down to all that.
That was
the way she was looking, didn't look like she was getting paid to me.
Oh, she was bad.
She was bad?
But
She was not worth looking.
look, we got it. Well, I don't want to say it, but I'm just going to say
Nah,
it.
Say it.
When it doesn't matter what type of woman you is. If you a man and you really want a woman, if you really and you truly want a woman, and you tell her, you look her in her eyes and you say, I want you. I don't give a fuck who you fucking with, you mine. And then she's looking at you and she's laughing and she's thinking and she's like,
I ain't need to laugh.
but if you really mean that shit in your heart, and you tell a woman that shit, and she starts to feel what you're feeling, and you really mean that shit, you have every single control over that woman. Because that right there shows that, you know what, I don't give a fuck what you got going on. I'm willing to be your provider. I'm willing to be your caretaker. I'm willing to make sure that I'm that nigga that is going to be the one that's going to have your back, because I want you more than that nigga that got you. I want you more than anything that this world can offer.
Well, that's what comes with what you said, what you called them, the guys just waiting in the wing.
The who?
The guys that's waiting in the wing. What did you call them?
The guys that's waiting in the wing.
I don't remember saying that.
You did. What did you call the guys that be waiting for you to get out of the
Placeholders.
Oh, placeholder. The placeholder relationship.
Oh, okay, go
But,
ahead.
okay.
She lost
Now,
me. I
a
was like,
part of me
guys waiting in the wing. What?
agrees with what you're saying. The other part of me that doesn't agree is that the way that the dynamic of the relationship between the man and the woman works is that it's better when the woman likes you more, because that submission will be automatic at that point. Now, if you tell a woman that you like her and she doesn't, first of all, I don't recommend any dude tell a woman that ever. I don't recommend that ever.
Stop telling me.
I recommend that you just be, and that it falls into that.
Right.
Because she'll naturally gravitate to wanting to lock you down, and you'll feel that. And then that's where the foundation of the relationship starts right there, because you go, okay, I see what you're trying to do. You see what I'm doing, taking over the world. I see what you're trying to do be with me. So now and it gravitates there, and then it's built. So if you tell a woman, I want you so much, and I'm willing to give you everything, all she hears in her head is everything, and security. So now that initial I wasn't attracted to you now becomes, it doesn't matter if I'm attracted to him as long as he's giving me everything. So now it becomes a contingency transactional relationship.
I agree.
And with me, it's a no. Every woman that I deal with, head over heels.
They like you more.
Damn near stalking. But it makes sense because most dudes.
I don't.
That's not
I think I like a guy gotta like me more.
But I gotta ask you this though: have you ever?
And my dad said that.
Have you ever went to the movies with a dude and y'all was kicking it, laughing, joking, having a great time, watching the movie, and then the nigga that you sitting next to was on the screen? Has that ever happened?
That's dope though. He took you to a whole nother world. I'm
that
following him. I'm following.
Is that a no?
Man, leave me alone, Vigilante. I'm not in the mood.
What about you?
I'm not in the mood.
What about you?
I'm not in the fucking
So
mood.
you say if a man took you to the
No,
movies?
not if. Like, has that ever happened that you and the man, y'all vibing, kicking, chilling,
Then he
at
go on the
movies,
TV.
and you go,
Is that you?
and he goes, oh yeah, I was in that movie. Has that ever happened? So that level of like and that level of infatuation, you'll never.
But was that you being manipulative because you knew your ass was on that
No,
fucking
I'm gonna be
movie?
honest with you.
Exactly. You knew what movie was.
Exactly. You know what
I
goddamn
live
movie.
in Atlanta, where we shoot every movie here. I've been in every movie that they've shot here. Shia Black Panther. For me to remember every movie I've been in would be slick vein. I don't even. And then they change the title because it has to be one title when they shoot it, and then it has to be another title when it officially comes out.
Okay.
So when I was in Star, it was called Lee Daniels TV Pilot. And then I was on episode 5. After we did episode 5, when the first season came out, and the Star character was Star, it became Star.
Okay.
And then when Empire was almost done, they did the spinoff because it was the perfect time to merge the two. So that'd be. And then by that time, I'm doing 50 other projects. So I can't remember. So, and then if I'm not the director and I'm not the editor, I don't know what they're doing with the footage. I just know that they paid me to do my job.
Right.
So I might be doing it for this movie, and then this director might be cool with this director and go, yo, let me get that clip for this movie. And then I end up in there. That's how, when I did the movie Little with Regina Hall, when I went to go take the girl to that movie, and she was like, yo, is that you right there? Yes. But I don't remember that part.
You was with the little
Yeah.
girl?
Yeah, that was me when she came outside and she was like, she saw those two dudes that was on her car. I was on her car.
Okay.
That was my first time ever doing a movie theater premiere. But the whole purpose of me saying that, because none of that matters in the grand scheme of life anyway. That's why I never say that I'm an actor, artist, all that stupid bullshit that don't matter. I say that I'm a mogul, philanthropist, humanitarian. Because at the end of the day, I never gave a fuck about the industry. It was just a lot of money there and women there. And I knew that I had what it took to be successful there. So I took that and then took that into finances. And then when I took that into finances, now I have all of the businesses I have because of that. And I can hop in and out of the industry whenever I want to.
Oh, okay.
So now, any woman that I meet, if she says I want a model,
got the key.
I want to do this.
Right.
I want to go on radio.
Right.
I can point you in any direction. I want to open a salon.
Right.
We can do whatever we want.
Right.
So that's where that question about the submission thing comes in too. That's why they automatically do it.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
So
Because
they
see
only
value.
submitting because
They
you're
see
able
value.
to provide.
I don't. Well, provision. There's two ways of looking at that, because provision and solely providing, being the beta provider,
Mhm.
and then providing provision is two
Mhm.
different things.
Okay.
That mob boss that you
Oh.
infatuated over,
No.
would you ever consider him to be a beta?
No.
No, but can you provide?
Yeah.
Okay, so he offers provision.
Say it again.
So earlier, I asked her what her type was.
I remember she said she wanted this nigga right here.
Yeah, right here. She said
I
both of
looked at this
them.
nigga and they said, yeah,
Actually, all
really
three.
just pick one, you know.
Yeah.
One,
Then we
two,
went with
three.
Ghost.
Yeah.
So
we'll
it was
go
all
with
those.
Yeah.
And I realized that my mom has 6 kids, 6 different dads. Every last one of them street pharmaceutical reps.
Mm.
And when I spoke with my dad for the first time when I was 20, when I got on the phone with him, he was sick. And he had rheumatoid arthritis, so he was never really in my life. But everybody that I ever met was like, yo,
I'm sorry.
you
Just like you.
are him.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know that because I was always with my mom and with my stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got on the phone with him, and my uncle texted me and said, yo, this is your dad's number, call him. When I was 20. So I called him. So once he got on the phone, from the very first word, he was like, this Marcus?
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah. He said, all right, everybody get out. You get out. You get out. Everybody out right now. This dude didn't even have the ability to walk. And he still commanded the entire room to get out. And all I heard was footsteps and everybody moving. Hey, faster, get out. This little Marcus,
just like
we need
that.
to talk. Exact same. And I'm just sitting there on the phone. I'm just sitting there. And then when we got there, he said, all right, little Marcus, we're going to run it from the top. So from the time he met my mom in 1993, 3-hour conversation all the way up until the point that we got on the phone.
Really?
And he told me the whole story. And I was just like, this guy is a splitting image. I am a splitting image of him.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was about to pass away, because he was on his deathbed at that time, he said, whatever you got inside, always let the world see it, because you might be depriving the world of the best thing that ever happened to them.
Oh shit.
He was absolutely correct.
Mm.
I ended
That's
up being
a
one of the best things that ever happened to the world.
Mm. Y'all hear that? Mr. Candy Store?
Take it to the candy shop.
But the whole purpose of me telling this story was when you asked the infatuation that those women have and why I feel that the woman should like the man more.
Mm-hmm.
When you are in like all girls have different types of stimulations.
Mm-hmm.
So if you in the theater with that guy and you see him on the screen, automatically what you're looking at is success, security, and drive.
Oh, hold on. Not to even cut you off. I'm lying. I have been with somebody who's been on the screen, and I wasn't impressed.
What movie was it? He was on Tubi?
No.
Not
He actually wasn't on
Tubi.
TV. He be on a lot of stuff. He wasn't. His name is Tevin.
Campbell?
Yo.
That is your generation.
His name is Tevin Plucky. Tevin,
Okay.
you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know.
You don't know him if I show you. He's been on a lot of stuff. No
That's
cap.
somebody used to deal with.
No, well, see, we went on a couple dates or whatever. I wasn't impressed. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
What was it? It don't sound like you was impressed with him as a whole, though. It don't even have nothing to do with
No.
that.
He was a nice guy and all that, but I'm just saying. See, me, I'm different. Even if Moneybag Yo will walk in here right now, I've never been one of that girl to be like, oh my god.
It's
Like I'll just be
it's
like, hey, how you
internal.
doing?
Yeah, it's internal.
Yeah, right. I'm screaming
Yeah, you
inside.
screaming inside. Yeah.
But it'd never be.
I seen it.
Yeah, it'd never be.
It'd never be outward.
It's an inside scream. Ah, it's going crazy.
But
But it'd never be.
One of the things that you just said that was very interesting was that you called Tevin nice.
Yeah.
And my fellas that's listening right now,
Oh my.
that is never something that you ever want to be called. You don't never.
he was nice.
You don't never want to be called nice.
Why? I call guys nice. I like nice. See, you're thinking I'm just like this, like thug. I actually do not like just the thug. You can't just be like a fucking thug on the goddamn street. Hold on, do not call him a thug. He is a
Scarface is.
First of all, That's Scarface. Okay, we talking over here.
But that's right. They do the same thing. It's just different races.
Okay, it don't matter. You just like your daddy.
You have so many contingencies.
But I don't care. But you just like your dad.
Yeah, I'm just like you.
Yeah, so it's the same thing.
Yeah, I just took it and legalized it.
Exactly. That's what they did. They legalized. So I want to legalize it.
Legalize it now.
Right. I want it legalized.
Yeah. But the whole purpose of what I was saying was that the dude was nice. And you don't never want to be looked at as nice. Because nice comes with
Friendship.
friendship.
Friend zone.
Oh,
Friend
shit.
zone.
You right. We friends.
Exactly. How do I know this stuff? You want to be kind. You want to be a gentleman. But you don't want to be a pushover.
He wasn't. Excuse me. He wasn't a pushover.
He probably wasn't a full-blown pushover, but you still called him nice.
I didn't see it. That's what I'm saying. At the time, I really just was having fun. Just we were just
That's what it
dating
was right
and
there.
just whatever. But no, he was on TV. Like, okay, it started because I used to do clothes. Like, I used to make stuff, whatever, do fashion shows, do that. So I dressed him before. So that's how we end up talking and doing all that or whatever. Yeah, I done seen him on TV. I done seen him on all type of stuff. I'd be like, oh, look at you.
It was something. Even the way you talking about him, it was something that was missing. That was so keen that you don't even look at him like the superstar that he was.
I think
It was
It
something. that was
might have
missing.
been that. I don't know.
And
I don't
then- But
know.
the thing about it is, this is the funny part. For my guys that's listening, it don't matter at what point you meet a woman. When I met my ex, she didn't want to be in no relationship. She never wanted to get married.
You right.
She never wanted to have kids.
You right.
If you that guy, you can infatuate any woman no matter what point she is in her life. She can be at her lowest point, highest point, midpoint, don't want to date, whole phase,
That's
just
true.
got.
Okay.
It don't matter. If you him, you're him. So that's why the way you describing him, no offense to you, dog, 'cause I don't know you, but you just wasn't him. You're just not him. You gotta be him.
Right. Everybody doesn't fit somebody's puzzle.
Oh shit.
Everybody doesn't fit that piece inside of somebody's
I'm
puzzle.
lying there.
No. But no, that is true. That is true.
No.
Cause
It's valid. I ain't got nothing to say.
And me neither.
Swing
It's
away.
okay. Whatever.
Swing over here in this corner.
I just was making a point that I wasn't impressed.
No, I get what you're saying. And I think that it has a mixture to do with both of them not looking at me like the nice guy.
Yeah.
And also that level of respect that they have for what they see with the work. Because I don't never lean on
But
that
could it
stuff.
also be that you don't date high power women?
What? What?
I was
What?
thinking that too.
You don't. So what?
You know what?
No, she just pulled that.
Yeah.
That's not fashion, but she just pulled
Actually,
that.
Cause I just pulled the motherfucking card out. Cause we were talking about. Cause all these women he's talking about, y'all, it ain't got to
That's
me
what
yet
I'm-
that they like that. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I agree
So
with that.
could it
No,
be that?
But what's a high powered woman?
me.
No,
Let's
but I
really
was-
get that.
Us?
Hold on. I was about to answer what you was gonna say.
Cause yeah, I hear
'Cause I
18,
wanna-
19, and I hear she do this and she do
Ooh,
that.
said teenager.
I don't hear.
I mean, that
I
really-
don't
age
hear.
don't really have nothing to do with it.
I'm not. No. You right.
Oh, the
The
maturity.
age don't. The
It's the maturity.
You
'Cause I
right.
graduated college. at
But what
19.
I'm saying to you is, I don't hear that. I met this woman and she owns this. She got this going on for herself. She got this going on for herself. She was
blew my
excited.
mind.
Yeah,
And she
now-
blew my mind. Yeah,
okay,
she's not.
so-
Women that got stuff
Let me
on
ask
me,
you-
for instance,
Okay.
a lot of men that got money, I'm not impressed. So a man with money could never impress me.
That a man,
Can I say
that's going on the shirt.
Right. No, seriously, that's why the guy that owned the bar and he got
jets.
jets and I wasn't impressed.
You ain't give me a chance to answer it. You gonna let me answer?
Go ahead.
Okay, 'cause I want to answer your question. Now, earlier I told you that every woman in the world at my feet. So wouldn't that include high value women? Now, the woman that just texted my phone literally 5 minutes ago, I'm not gonna say her name, but
Oh, you don't want to tell her name, but you want us to be telling our business.
I never told you to say any names. I just told
Say
you.
the initial.
All right, start with an I. You know, I say her name. Her name is Imani.
Okay. Iman.
She actually is a very successful celebrity estheticianist. And when our first date was the red carpet that we went to. I actually had 3 girls with me. And she was aware that both girls were with me. I had them both sitting like this, talking to each other. So now, when we were with each other, I had parked my Mustang out front and she pulled up behind me in a gold Benz. So we are, you can say that we are here as far as like materialistic wise. But the thing I like about her is that just like how none of that stuff matters to me, it don't matter to her either. So, and then high value is it's like the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The high value is in the eye of however the woman sees it. So I can say that all day, but another woman can be like, I met Vigilante and he the corniest individual I ever met. So it depends on how they see it. The girl that I was with, the one I told you when she was 19, a year later she was the lead character on Fatal Attraction. Of course that comes from us being together. But then every dude that now sees her as what now? High value. So it depends on how you see it when it's happening. So what I could never, I wouldn't be as rich as I am right now if I had any liabilities around me. A low value woman is a super liability. If I have a baby by a low value woman, I'm done. That is it.
Yeah, you're not done.
Not in the literal sense. Not in the literal sense.
Don't do me.
But what I'm saying
She
is
gonna
that
strip you now.
No, that's what I'm saying.
She gonna take
every
Oh, you mean now? You
yeah,
mean now?
every
Okay.
penny right now.
Right. Okay.
Every penny that I have is going to my future. So now if I have a baby by a low value woman or get married to a low value woman, that's it. Whether it be short term or long term. We have to split these assets at some time. At some point. Between us and then we have a kid, between that now. And then now a small resentment now comes for the kid. Even though I'm gonna love the kid unconditionally, but now the way that it was brought into the earth, then so no, I could never have no low quality women around me. She was with me at the Black Only Awards. Did you see any low quality women around me?
No.
You seen him? You said low quality?
Yeah.
What made them not low quality?
But that's the thing though, I wasn't really.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, that's true because
We don't know.
But a lot of people.
Go ahead.
Okay, like a lot of people put on masks.
And I was about to say that.
Like,
we in Atlanta, because I done seen a whole bunch of high quality women, and when we get in the same room, we get to talking, they talking low quality.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
what does talking low quality look like?
Talking low quality when they act like they got because they drive a gold Benz or because they drive a Bentley or because they whatever. It be so funny. Okay, just for instance, like I go places where girls are celebrity stylists, and I don't go because they celebrity stylists. I go because they do hair real good, and I want my hair done good in a good way. So I go to this one girl, get my hair done. Ho talking to me like like she acting like weird, like you know what I'm saying, because I'm not a celebrity or showing up late or not doing something right because I'm not a celebrity. Bitch, I got more money than them dumb bitches. You don't know me.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you don't know me. Trust me. Like the girl, and then I done been around celebrities. I done hung around celebrities and been in
So where's
sections.
the low quality? I don't want you to segue. Where's the low quality
Prejudice.
What you mean?
Like were you getting at that she is low quality, but would be
She,
perceived as
yeah,
high
they
quality?
be perceived as they got it, but they don't really be having it.
So
They could
at what
put makeup on.
At what point did you realize she didn't have it? That's what I'm trying to get.
At what point I realized they didn't have it? When we had a conversation and they talk and they impressed by everything that I got going on. But they driving the Benz and they can't even pay for the Benz. They driving this or they
be
can't.
happy for what you got going on.
No. I'm not saying they can't be happy for what I got going on, but they acting like they got all this going on, and in actuality they don't. For instance, I hung with this girl, and I'll say her name, Shaniki. I hung with this girl or whatever, and this hoe act like she had it. I live in a big ass house. She lived in a big ass house, right? So I'm thinking, she live in a big ass house, okay, she drive the Benz and all that. She look good online. When you see her in person, it ain't nothing like that. Come to find out, she's a squatter. She really ain't got no money. She fucks for money and all that. She was doing all this stuff, and the whole time, if you see her, or if anybody see her, right, if anybody see her, they would think that she's that bitch. And no, actually, I would say not. And there's a lot of girls like that in Atlanta. Me, I'll come outside like this. I come outside sometimes, I'm gonna put my motherfucking bonnet on and go to the bank. A man asked me one day, he said, "You on a lounge?" Because I gave my flyer to the girl. And they like, "You on a lounge?" Yeah, I own a lounge. Or whatever. Just because I'm dressed like this don't mean I own a fucking lounge. I don't get up and get dolled up every goddamn day. So I feel like you guys too, y'all fall victim to the girls getting dialed up in this Instagram stuff or whatever, and these Mercedes Benzes and all that. Y'all fall victim to all that, and y'all be thinking these girls really have, and they don't. That's where manipulation come in at, because these bitches really be manipulating y'all, and I know a lot of bitches that manipulate these niggas down here. And they really ain't got it.
I think that a lot of the points that you made are valid, and I think that some of the other ones are a little irrelevant.
What was irrelevant?
Just because like I said before, high value and low value is going to be in the eye of whoever perceives it and what way they perceive it.
Oh, okay.
So if you are like I said before, a man cannot create a baby, a woman can. So if a woman is selling her womb, then yes, that woman is low value because she has resorted to her last resort, to her prized possession. So and then whatever another woman would perceive as another woman being low value to them, because woman to woman is different, man to man is different. So what I perceive from what another man, what you perceive from another woman is going to be different than what a man perceives from a woman and what a woman perceives from a man, because you deal with him romantically, you don't. So there's going to be two totally different things. So when I met my ex, there was no aspiration or no plan or none of that concise for her to be the lead role in TV. So when it happened, everything turned around. That's how I look at it. So regardless of whether I meet you there or whether you get there, got there. Now, when she started doing OnlyFans after we broke up, all of that shattered. Now she had the ability to.
So is now she low value?
What do you? I just said if you sell your prized possession,
I was asking.
which is your womb.
Cause you said she was on Fatal Attraction and.
Yeah. I mean, I was on the episode too, but yeah, we was in the joint, and the thing about it is that she was in such a pivotal stage in her life to where she had the option to go in what direction. She had something that most women don't get the opportunity to. One, to land a high value man at 18, 19, to where you guys are in a relationship, not fucking each other, in a relationship that is public. And then you have the fork in the road to where you can go this way or this way. I don't feel like that usually at that age that most women get that opportunity granted to them, to where they can not only cash in a lottery ticket for another lottery ticket on top of that. So when she rose all the way to the top to lead on television and then sunk all the way back down to OnlyFans, that's a fall from grace.
But what made you think that was a fall from grace? Maybe she wasn't making enough money to sustain whatever lifestyle she was having.
Now listen.
I would never do OnlyFans, so I'm
not gonna say you. What I was gonna say was this entire conversation, I have not done one contingency. Notice that. And I'm not starting now. I do not operate in contingencies. Whatever you decide to do, from the time that you're born all the way up until present day, is on your Carfax. That's it. Damn. I don't care what the reasoning is. I don't care what happened. If you put yourself in low quality situations, you get a low quality result. I don't give a fuck what was going on. That's just simply how I am.
Let me ask you a question, brother.
Ooh,
Are you attracted to ambitious women?
Yeah, I love ambition in a woman.
Do you also realize that ambitious women are also opportunists as well?
Yeah, I think that now, opportunist it's a thin line. Think about it like this. I was telling somebody this on the last show. The difference between a woman that is greatly observant, which is that what we was talking about earlier with the what's the word, intuition, and then a woman who's a gold digger is her deal breaker. Now I have a Mustang parked outside, right? So if I pull up in that Mustang and a woman goes, "Oh, he has a nice car," but she talks to me and gets to know me and she likes me because of that, she's observant. But everyone's gonna paint the picture of her that she's a gold digger just because she acknowledged the fact that I had a nice car. But the other woman who's standing next to her that goes, "I want to talk to him because he has that car." If he did not have that car, fuck him.
Right.
That's a gold digger.
Okay.
Now both of them can be ambitious, but so that would fall under the category of ambitious woman. But the way that they carry out what that ambition is and how they go about their lifestyles would determine good woman, gold digger.
Can you ever imagine a world where the tables were flipped and women were in the position that men are in, where we are the ones who are seeking, like I believe that women are seeking a good man, or what they consider to be a good man, or whatever they consider to have that they might be feeling is missing in their life. Can you ever consider the fact that the tables, what if the tables was turned and we was in a position where women were in the same position that we are, as looked at as the breadwinners, as the providers, can you ever see yourself in a position where you have to be submissive in a relationship, serving a woman?
Submission goes both ways.
I was just about to say
I would have never put her on Fatal Attraction. I could have just did the shit myself. That was me being submissive to her. to saying, I love you so much, I want to see you in the best position. I want to see you stack up so much money because when you get pregnant, I don't want you working. I don't want you on your feet. Lamaze class and back. That's what we're doing. I need 24-hour nurse watch around you. That's submission. Protect, provide, profess. That's what I do agree with Steve.
Profess my love.
And that's what men do. We put them 3 P's around you when we love you, and that's our form of submission. So if I don't have, well, I do have enough money to do that for multiple women, but I don't want to. I want my resources to go to you, and that's my form of submission. When I hand you my phone and I say, yo, send that money to yourself. Yo, do you know how much money is in this phone? Yes, but I love you and trust you so much that you can send that money to yourself. You don't hand no average woman that you just met your Cash App and go, yo, Cash App yourself, because you never know what she'll do. So, regardless of whether I'm the one with the millions of dollars or I'm the one, let's say that I start dating, because Coco Jones is definitely on my list and Keke Palmer was on my list at first before she got pregnant. So let's say that I start dating them. They way more famous and way more wealthy than I am. I think that my male dominance and my male aura will be exactly what completes them. But from a financial stance, I would be just like Mariah and Nick. I would be the one that has less. But that doesn't matter when your frame is what your frame is. She's still going to submit to you. And then you guys are going to structure the finances still the same way. Now, if she's the type of woman that's like ready to throw it in your face that she had this before, that has nothing to do with you. That's just who she was, and she was waiting to do that anyway. She was going to do that because that's you play spades. You know how you got that spade in your back pocket.
I dealt with a woman. Well, go ahead, finish what you were saying.
No, I want to hear that. What you dealt with?
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Go ahead, finish when you come back. I'll finish.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna charge my phone.
Nigerian ex-wife.
Oh, that's where that comes from.
Oh,
That's where that comes from.
There it is.
She was. She was
1
married,
+ 1.
She wasn't married to him. She was dating a preacher who was already married to another woman in Nigeria, and apparently this guy, he is caught up in a scandal right now because she was bringing him women, not only in Nigeria but also here in America. She was bringing him women, but he was spoiling her with gifts, Mercedes-Benz, the whole works.
He was cashing out,
The whole works. He was like, here, take this, take that, live in this mansion. You know what I'm saying? She come over here to me. She's like, she met me while I was doing ride sharing. Now, so it was kind of like a situation where I was like, hey, you smoke, let's smoke together. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed something about her when we got to smoking, and it woke up because I've never dealt with a woman like this before. She was the type of woman where when she would talk to me, she never inquired about anything that I had going on in my life. She told me everything about her. And then I realized she just wants somebody to listen to her. That's her love language. And it was so easy. I didn't have to do anything. But a lot of dudes was ignoring that fact, and they just wanted to tell her all about them. So I was like, I'm sitting there high as fuck. I didn't know what the fuck she was saying.
Be best.
I didn't know what the fuck she was saying, but I was like, I was happy. You know what I'm saying? We was happy. You know what I'm saying?
I like this dude, man.
And we didn't have sex for like a good week or two, and that's long. That's long.
She cheated on the dude?
Dude was like, he's still harassing her, talking about I kill you if I find you type of shit.
Yeah, okay, so he found out about that.
Well, it wasn't because of me. It was because she gave away all the possessions that he gave her. You know what I'm saying?
To other people or back to him?
Well, she was an actress. She was a Nigerian. She was a Nollywood actress. So she had her own secretary, and she had people under her command and all of that. Wow, all that bullshit, whatever. But she gave them all of her possessions, and she moved to America with the money that she had got from them. You know what I'm saying? And she came here on the pursuits of going to school, and because her movies is garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love her to death. No, I love her to death.
Your movie's garbage, ma'am.
Her audio, no, first of all, you gotta understand. If you got video, your video needs to match your audio.
Hold on. The thing about him is that he talks in the same tone
On the top, right?
no matter what emotion he's expressing. So
shit.
you never know when the climax or the joke
It's
or
coming,
the humor
it's
is
Right, that's why I did like I knew it.
I got jokes today. I just can't be funny when I'm not. Like,
Shut
There you
up. We're not talking about that.
But
Okay.
To just summarize it up, like I mean she's a nice person, you know what I'm saying? But if she fits into that category of her already having something that was sustainable, that you know what I'm saying, she got out of and then came to me, and I'm not no motherfucking millionaire, you know what I'm saying? Now don't get it twisted. I got connections that motherfuckers got money, but you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't asking them for money. You know what I'm saying? I did mine on my own, even if I got to do some low value shit. Now, I'm not giving up no motherfucking, I'm not giving up no man booty, no shit like that.
Yo, is this still recording? Is that still recording?
No, but I sell some weed, you know what I'm saying? I sell some weed and some shit. Like, at least I ain't selling crack like I used to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to do the right way. You know
Right that shit the fuck back.
I'm not killing my community, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just getting high off their ass, you know, but
How did we get here?
we got here
We was talking about his
because
wife.
we was talking about people that come from relationships where they had some guy that had a whole lot of money.
And then he come with somebody that's not as high value as the other guy.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't want to lose you.
No, I got you. I get what you said. So you saying that she was in a position where she could kind of throw that stuff in your face if she wanted
Oh,
to?
she did.
Oh, she did?
For
Okay.
5 years, she did that shit.
Oh, y'all was together for a minute.
What?
Look, I
And you
got
let
some
her do
good
that
ass
for 5
dick,
years
nigga. Like,
straight.
if I like you and I throw that motherfucking pipe, you gonna stay with my ass. Don't make sure. Shit,
That's
I get rolling.
Not that kind of move. Not that move.
Yo.
Hello.
That is hilarious.
I'm doing this podcast with a friend of mine. We talking about.
I'm not
it.
sure.
Oh, that
We
thing.
finna finish up.
Oh, we got there.
Because he was telling you about his ex-wife.
Y'all ever take anybody ever take
What you
shrooms?
doing?
I never did, but I wasn't one of it. But you know how like you start tripping and shit just stuff like
You got a tattoo in every spot that I named.
I know we talked about it already.
Yeah, she knew she's a freak.
What?
Do you-
Pause.
Freaky.
No, pause. No, I'm not. For one, all my tattoos are symmetrically placed.
That ain't got nothing to do
Yes,
with
yes, it
Here
does.
she go.
Number one, they're
It's
symmetrically
another
placed.
contingency.
Symmetrically placed.
They are like I don't have tattoos on the same side as the other. Anyway, whatever. I'm not a freak.
Yes, you
I am freaky.
Oh,
But
You still
This
stuck
is
on
what I
that?
tried to ask you. What's your sign?
Yeah, me too. I want to know that.
What's your sign?
Everybody around the
What's
room.
that?
Is you a water sign?
yeah,
You a
Pisces.
Cancer? You a
no,
Pisces?
no.
You okay? So are you Scorpio? 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 Scorpio?
First off, I am only freaky to
You are, but you're afraid.
Remember, we already established that.
Yeah,
intentions.
okay. I know,
You
but
right
you still
before
have to bring up that you got
she
a
right
tattoo in
before
every
me.
spot that I ain't talked
She right
about.
before
She right before.
But
You a Libra?
I'm not saying that
I'm a
makes
Sagittarius.
I mean, a
I'm a
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Oh, you a freak
Oh,
too.
yeah.
December.
That's what I'm
November.
saying.
December what?
I don't know whether you like that because you're a Sag.
Yeah.
What's your sign?
Like what?
Gwen?
I'm a Pisces.
I love Pisces.
I know
Yo,
you
let me tell you something about them water signs, all right?
Here we go.
Yeah,
Water
guess what?
sign got
Had
the wet
Sag.
ass. The wetter sign got the.
Y'all go crazy over Pisces.
Listen.
Yeah,
That's how the chemistry is.
Okay.
You should have been on camera doing that dumb shit.
Yo, y'all stupid. Yeah, this
Said really?
I'm on my way, Rick. I'm about to be on my way in like 5 minutes.
That's
I
how
got
the
you,
chemistry
dog.
go, honey.
Yo, we had it. Man, this has been.
No, this has definitely been
got a
a
lot of
heated
viral
situation.
No.
Now I know.
You found out
Okay,
you was a freak
Sag.
today.
No, I did not find out nothing.
Yeah, you gotta tell me.
I found out a lot. I liked it.
No, it's what he insinuated. He said I found out that I was a freak today. No.
Oh, you already knew you was a freak.
Listen, my business.
No, I feel it. You know, that was one of the best things I did was getting in that poly relationship because now I know how.
You know why? Because Sag men, now I will say it, now that I know you're a Sag men love multiple women.
Yeah.
They do.
Facts.
And Libra men. Y'all love multiple women. Y'all can't help yourself. I would engage to a sad.
Hold on, I'm gonna save you, bro.
I would engage to a sad.
Look. We love all women, first of all.
I know.
But if we so happen to find a woman that is worth us saying we don't need no other women, then we'll cuff you. But y'all gotta show us that y'all worth it. If y'all not worth it, and then we be like, you know.
I got cuffed by that. I was engaged to him.
Yeah, but I don't want to differentiate the two. Just because you have multiple women doesn't mean that you haven't chose a woman to be with.
No, he chose me over all the women.
There you go.
I'll say that. However, he still was. It was too much for me.
You know the difference between Sag and different men, Sag men and other men is that when you get with a woman, one of two things is going to happen.
What's that?
She's either going to open up the world to you, or she's going to close the world.
I opened the world to him. I think he's a better man because of me. I feel like I gave away.
Wait.
No, I'm dead serious.
But here's the thing.
Same way you say you put that girl up and whatever. Even to this day, we friends. He still calls me. We were just on the phone today. He still. Guess what he said?
What he said?
Nobody knows how to handle me how you handle me, and they don't.
And that strokes your ego too.
It don't because I already knew that though. Because just like that other guy.
That's ego right there.
Well, okay, that's fine. I'm for sure. So the young mama would have been out the door.
Yeah, but every woman want to be in a relationship and still be told that they ex feels like they was the best that they did. It's an ego stroke. I told you I speak women fluently. You know this.
Sure do, because guess what? Every time I hear it, I be like,
Yo, my first Scorpio, she had me about like 6 or 7 years in age, and oh God, like I'm sitting there watching what's that one Born Identity or something? So I'm like, yo, this mother Jason Bourne is a freaking, he's a killer, you know what I'm saying? She unzipping in my pants and shit, and I'm like, where the fuck did you come from? Cause I'm looking at the movie, so I'm like, yo, what's your freaking ass? Yo, the wettest fucking pussy in my motherfucking life, bro. I was like, yo.
What in the world? This is crazy.
Wait, I put explicit on all of it, so I
Is that still rolling?
Yeah.
Yes, it's rolling.
All right, that's it for me.
That's it, y'all.